In this lesson, we are going to create a backend web API using TypeScript in Node.js. To get the source code of this lesson, in the repository, find commit section, and in the commit section, find video 8, create node server. Here is the plan for this lesson. Let us start by creating backend folder. Go to the project. In the empty space, right-click, backend, and press enter. Then we need to go to the backend and run npm init there. From terminal menu, create a new terminal, go to backend, and run npm init. You can use -y to answer to all questions by default answers. And at the end, you will have package.json in the backend folder. By having package.json, we created our Node.js project in the backend. The first step is done. Let's go for the next step. It's configuring TypeScript. Based on the documentation on TypeScript website at this address, we need to create tsconfig. Let's create this file. Go to the backend folder, right-click new file, and set file name to tsconfig. Next step is installing TypeScript and tsNodeDev. We use TypeScript to build the project and tsNodeServe for developing project. They are development dependency. That's why I'm using savedev parameter. Copy, go back to the terminal. In the backend folder, run this command. Awesome. Next step is in the tsconfig.json. We need to set the setting for compiler inside tsconfig. Let's review the setting. The target is ECMAScript 2015. The output directory for creating build version of project is build. We use a strict mode to true to show all errors in the TypeScript code. Set module to CommonJS. And set ES module interp to true. For information about this parameter, check this link. Save the code to format it. The step 2 is done. Let's go for third step. It's configuring ESLint. We are going to use ESLint to show all errors in the code. We need to install some packages. Go back to terminal again. In the backend folder, install ESLint, TypeScript ESLint parser, and TypeScript ESLint plugin. Then create ESLint configuration file. Go to the backend folder, right-click, new file, set file name to .eslint rc.js. Also, for get rid of all files in the node module, right-click, new file, .git, ignore, and inside that, put this path /node module and /build. Also for system files for Mac and Windows, you can add this to be excluded from the Git repository. Save the code. As you see in the source control, we have only some files that we are working on it. Let's go back to the plan. After creating ESLint, we need to put configuration inside there. Here is the configuration for ESLint. Set module.export equal to this object. The first setting is for environment, and the environment we are working on it is ES 2016 to true and no to true. For extend, we use two configuration, ESLint recommended and TypeScript ESLint recommended. For the parser, we use the ESLint parser for TypeScript, and the parser options is like this. Source type is module, and ECMAScript version that we are working on it is ES 2016. For the plugin, set it to TypeScript ESLint. Save the code, go back to plan, and there we are. We need to create the Express server. Express is a package to create web server on Node.js. Let's go for it. Start by installing Express. We install this package in the dependency section, not in the dev dependency. If we check the package.json, all dependencies that we installed so far, they are in the dev dependency section. But this one, Express, will be shipped to the production version of backend, so we have to install it as dependency, not in the development dependency. That's it. The dependency section has Express package. Step 4 is done, and we are ready for the step 5. Create index.ts inside src folder in backend. First of all, we need to create a new folder in backend, set the name to src, and inside that, right-click new file, set the file name to index.ts. Inside index.ts, we need to import Express and request and response. Let us start by importing Express, request and response. As you see, we are getting this error. It says we need to install the types of Express by running this command. Based on the plan, in the step 4, we need to install types of Express to get rid of that error. So open your terminal, in the backend folder, install types/express as dev dependency. If we check it again, this time there is no error here. Let's go for the next step. It's importing sample products from data, but the data is in the frontend folder. So we need to copy data in the src folder, this one, find it in the frontend folder, copy, go back to backend, and paste it inside the src folder. Do the same for types folder in the src in frontend. Copy, go back to src folder in backend, right click and paste. Good. Go back to the plan and import sample products from data. Put it inside the index.ts. The next step is creating Express server by calling Express function and set it to app. Next is creating a route using app.get. The address of route is /API/products, and second parameter for get is a function that accepts request and response from Express, and inside that we return sample products using res.json. Next one is defining the port number to serving the backend. I set the port number to 4000. And the last command is calling app.listen and passing port as a first parameter and the callback function as second parameter. Save the code. I just forgot something in the step 2. I need to add dev and build command to run the project. Here is the dev command. Go to the package.json in the backend, in the script section, add this command. So when we run npm run dev, ts node dev will run with these parameters, and it serves index.ts in src folder. What this function does is to compile index.ts and all files inside the source folder and convert it to the JavaScript and run it on the server. If there is a change in the index.ts or other files, automatically this command will run again and recompile everything. Let's add second command, it's build. And for build, just type tsc for TypeScript. Let's test these commands. Let's start by build. Open your terminal, npm run build, and press enter. Good, it's done. Let's go and check the result. Here we have a new folder named build in the backend, and inside that, all TS files converted to the JS files. If I open index.js, as you see, it's the compiled version of this file. Awesome. The build command works. Let's go for the dev command. We need to run this command while we are developing this project. It launched the server at this address. If I open it in the browser, I'm getting cannot get /error. But if I go to the API route that I have defined, it's /API/products, I'm getting list of products. I can use this API in the front-end application for accessing to the products. Great. We successfully implemented a backend web server to serve sample products for front-end using TypeScript. Until next lesson, bye-bye.